Okay, good morning, children. Hope you all will be fine. Today, we are going to start a chapter surface chemistry. This is the last chapter of physical chemistry, and this is one of the easy chapter of physical chemistry. So, basically, in surface chemistry, we are going to discuss those properties which are taking place at the surface of any substances. So, these properties we have to study in this chapter. First is adsorption. What is adsorption? Second is catalyst. We'll discuss about the catalyst, and the third part is colloids. So, first of all, let's discuss what is surface chemistry. So, as you can see, the surface chemistry is a branch of chemistry in which we study the nature of the surface and the phenomena or the properties which are taking place at the surface of any substance is called surface chemistry. So, first properties which are taking place at the surface only is adsorption. We'll discuss it. What is adsorption? Difference between the adsorption and absorption. So, let's discuss adsorption. What is adsorption? This is the phenomena in which any liquid or gaseous molecule get absorbed only at the surface of any solid or liquid. So this is known as adsorption, or you can define it. This is the phenomena of retaining the species on the surface of a substance rather than in bulk of a solid or liquid is called adsorption. That means here absorption will occur only at the surface, not in whole bulk. Like for example, you can see here this is any substance. Here another component which is adsorbed only at the surface. So when absorption takes place only in the surface, not in entire bulk, then it's known as adsorption. Adsorption has generally two components. You can see the one on which adsorption is taking place, and another component which is getting adsorbed. So the substance on which adsorption is taking place is known as adsorbent. What it's known as? Adsorbent. And the substance which is getting adsorbed at the surface of any substance is known as adsorbate. So this is the first component and this is the second component. So you can define it. You can see here adsorbent. What is adsorbent? This is the substance. The substance on the surface of which adsorption takes place is known as adsorbent. And what is adsorbate? The species which get adsorbed is called adsorbate. For example, charcoal. You must have seen the charcoal. Charcoal has a tendency to adsorb gases like ammonia, phosgene, etc. So charcoal is adsorbent, and gases like ammonia, phosgene, phosphine, these are known as adsorbate. So gas are adsorbate and the charcoal surface charcoal is known as adsorbent. I think you are clear. Now question is arising, why adsorption is taking place. So first I am telling you with this figure, then I'll read out. This is the adsorbent, the blue color which you are getting it, this is the adsorbent. Here in adsorbent, molecules are it is a solid adsorbent in which its particles are arranged. Now you can see the one particle which is present inside the bulk of our adsorbent, it is surrounded with from all sides with its neighboring molecule, and because of that its intermolecular force of attraction from all sides is balanced. Okay, as well as it has made a bond from all sides. As you all know, during bond formation it loses energy, so more number of bonds formed, more energy will release. So this molecule which is present inside the bulk, they form more number of bond with the surrounding molecules, and that's why they have a low energy and more stable, low energy and more stable. But look at the molecule which are present at the surface. Just take this molecule which is present at the surface of adsorbent. This molecule is surrounded from this side, this side, this side, this side and this side, but this side there is no particle. So you can see that this particle I'm telling you the condition of this particle before adsorption. Let's suppose this particle is not adsorbed. So here this particle which is present at the surface of adsorbent, it is not surrounded from neighboring molecule from all sides. So this side its force of attraction is balanced, and this side is the force of attraction is unbalanced, which particle which is facing towards the surface. So or you can say also that this particle has a made less number of bond with the neighboring molecules than the particle which is present inside the bulk. So the molecule which are present inside the bulk had made a more number of bond, and that's why it is less energy and more stable, while the particle which is present at the surface, it has made less number of bond with the neighboring molecule in comparison to this particle, and that's why its energy is greater than this molecule, and that's why it is unstable. You can also say that particle which is present at the surface, its force of attraction is not balanced from all sides, and due to this it is always have a tension to get more stability. That is also known as surface tension, which you read it in your previous class, states of matter. Now this particle which is present at the surface of adsorbent, it has an unbalanced force of attraction, and that's why to balance it, it absorbs some other substance. So if some other substance are getting absorbed, because of that this particle is also balanced from all sides, and due to this, just to balance the unbalanced force of surface particle, they absorb some substances. So you can say that particles which are present on the surface of any solid or liquid have unbalanced force of attraction, while particles which are present inside the bulk have a balanced force of attraction from all sides. In order to balance the force of attraction, the surface particles attract and retain gas or liquid molecules. Gas, or you can also say that gas or liquid molecules. This lead to the adsorption. So adsorption is a surface phenomena. You can say that adsorption is a surface phenomena. So simply you can say that adsorption is taking place just to balance the intermolecular force of attraction of the surface particle. Now one more very important term is there, enthalpy of adsorption. What is enthalpy of adsorption? Enthalpy matlab simply energy. So energy of adsorption, what is this one? As you know, this particle is absorbing some other molecule. So during the adsorption, surface particle of adsorbent, they are making a bond. This bond may be weak or may be strong. So it is making a bond with the adsorbate particles. And you know, during the bond formation, energy release. So the amount of energy released when 1 mole of adsorbate get adsorbed at the surface of adsorbent is known as enthalpy of adsorption, and it is always represented by negative because it is a exothermic process. So I think you are clear here. Exothermic process. So it is known as, this is enthalpy of adsorption is always exothermic process, because in the bond formation between the adsorbent particle and adsorbate, some amount of energy release. So this is exothermic process, and that's why this enthalpy is represented in with negative sign. Now the next part is application of adsorption. Application of adsorption, where we are using this adsorption, or where it is happening or taking place. First, in sugar industries. In sugar industries, animal charcoal is used to decolorize or to purify the raw sugar. Raw sugar syrup, which we are getting it from sugar cane, it is black in color. This black color or brownish color sugar contain lots of impurity. So this sugar syrup pass above the animal charcoal. So animal charcoal is adsorbing all the coloring materials and impurity, and sugar syrup become white or colorless. Now second, in gas mask, activated charcoal is used to adsorb harmful gases. Okay, gas mask, what is gas mask? Like the people who are working in coal mine, they are carrying a gas mask. That gas mask is basically containing a activated charcoal. This charcoal is, when they are going inside the mine, many poisonous gases are there which are getting adsorbed. Ad matlab they absorb at the surface, so they get adsorbed at the surface of charcoal. Now dehumanize dehumanized. What is dehumanized? You must have seen that a small packet, we are getting it when we are buying it electric appliance or leather shoes, etc. and all. So small packet which we are getting it from market, small packet which we are getting it, that contains silica gel. Silica gel have a tendency to adsorb moisture. So here also silica gel is absorbing all the moisture at its surface. So silica gel is absorbing all humidity or moisture. Now heterogeneous catalyst. Heterogeneous catalyst, what is this? We'll discuss it later on in this chapter only. But catalyst, especially catalyst, they adsorb many of the gaseous reactant. Okay, so that's why they also function as a catalyst on the basis of phenomena of adsorption. Now coming to the another definition, desorption. This is just reverse process of absorption. Adsorption means absorbing of the substance or adsorbent at the surface of adsorbent. This is just opposite. Removal of adsorbent from the surface of adsorbent, reverse process of adsorption, in which it absorb is called desorption. It is accelerated by increasing in temperature. Okay, that means when you are increasing the temperature, due to this temperature they are getting heat and the bond formed between the adsorbent bed and adsorbent getting break, and due to this particles come out from the surface of adsorbent. So this process is known as desorption. Now again we'll discuss it difference between absorption and adsorption. Absorption, you have a sufficient idea about the absorption. What is this absorption? When the molecules of any liquid or gas of a substance absorb uniformly throughout the bulk of any substance, then it's known as absorption. That means you can say that absorption is a bulk phenomena while adsorption is a surface phenomena. Let's see the difference between the absorption and adsorption. Adsorption. What is adsorption? It is the phenomena as a result of which the species of a substance get mainly concentrated mainly on the surface of other substance. That means they are just present only at the surface. They are not going inside the bulk. While in absorption, it is the phenomena as a result of which species of one substance get distributed uniformly throughout the body or throughout the bulk of other substance, then is known as absorption. Adsorption is a surface phenomena while absorption is a bulk phenomena. This is the second difference. Third difference is that absorption, if we'll see that absorption proceed at uniform rate, the rate of absorption from the beginning till the end will be uniform. But here adsorption initially it will be with the very high speed, rapid, because surface area is free. When all the surface area will be adsorbed by the adsorbent, then the process becomes slow. So initially it is quite rapid, but later on it's become slow. Why its adsorption becomes slow after a certain time? Because when surface area of the adsorbent is completely filled with the adsorbent, that's why it's become slow. Now the another point which comes is sorption. This is very interesting. If anywhere both absorption and adsorption, both process takes place simultaneously, then it's known as sorption. For example, I'm telling you, if you'll take a chalk, white chalk, and you will dip this white chalk in ink solution, then what you will find that after some time you take out and just break the chalk. तो you will find that कि the white color chalk, its outer surface will be only blue and inner surface will be remain white. Inner surface will remain white and this outer surface will be only blue. What it means by that? But here water will be there, that means chalk will be completely wet with the water, but blue color will be only present at the surface of chalk. So this is indicating that from ink solution, ink is only getting adsorbed at the surface of chalk. This is the chalk, and water particle is getting absorbed in chalk. So you can say when a chalk is dipped in ink water absorb in whole bulk of the chalk, while ink get adsorbed only at the surface. So both process takes place simultaneously. So that time you will say that absorption is taking place. Okay. Now this point, thermodynamic feasibility of adsorption. That means what is the condition for the adsorption? At what condition adsorption will be taking place? So we know that this formula, this is the del G is equal to del H minus T del S, where del G is indicating Gibbs free energy, del H is indicating enthalpy. This you can say here enthalpy of adsorption. T is the temperature at which adsorption will take place, and del S means change in entropy. Now you know very well, like if I'll explain it here, if any substance adsorbent is there, here adsorbent is there and component, adsorbent component are moving here, but when they will get adsorbed, that time its randomness, degree of randomness will decrease, degree of randomness will increase, because when they will get adsorbed, movement of the adsorbed particle will decrease. That means del S value will be negative, and del H value, because during the adsorption amount of energy will release, so del H value will be also negative. Fine. So here that's why I have written for feasibility del G must be negative. So to takes place adsorption, for the adsorption del G must be negative. Since randomness decreases, so del S is negative and enthalpy of adsorption is also negative. Maybe it is a small value, but it will be, its sign will be negative. So here del H favor the adsorption, but T minus T del S oppose the phenomena of absorption. So it is feasible only when this value is less. If this value is less, then minus del sign, minus T del S, this minus, matlab like I am telling you what is the basically sign. Del G is equal to minus del H minus T into minus del S. So this value will become plus. So del G will be negative only when del H value should be greater than minus T into del S minus del S. It should be greater, and it will be only possible when temperature should be low. If temperature will be low, then this value will be also coming low, and if this value will be coming low, so del H will be leading, and if del H will be leading, then del G will be also negative, and then del G will be negative, then adsorption will be taking place. And that's why we can say that here del H favor, but minus T into minus del S oppose the phenomena of adsorption. So it is only possible, adsorption is only possible if the temperature will be low, because at low temperature minus T into minus del S value will be less than minus del H. So del H minus T del S value will be negative and adsorption will occur. So you can say that here for the adsorption del G should be negative, and del G should be only negative when the temperature will be low. So you can say that ki adsorption takes place at low temperature. Thank you.